That's why I wanted to see it in person. That will get your attention. All right, now you're thinking about the landing. Well, we'll let Sabrina and Pivotal Aircraft show you.
That is where every landing is. Out of those 9 pilots, 4 of them landed within 1.
Oh, Austin! You show me where you can go find 45 safely, not the fact you're fucking in one foot. Here's the question, RC. If you need to search career, say, these are the competitions that matter to operation. Great to work with. So what you're going to do is you're going to come up with this one. He's going to signal go. That pilot's going to put the power all the way up. And this is not a competition here today. This is a demonstration, which means they will not be cheating quite as much as they might on a normal day. What are things they might do to max perform? They might have adjusted their timing. They might have had the engine leaned out as far as it'll go for the first 4 or 5 seconds. 50 is light. That is why it's not painted. It shines in the Florida sun about like his bald head. Thankfully, he wears a helmet or a hat most of the time. Diesel Dobson can top it. Miss Moxie's the plane. A little less horsepower, a little lighter airplane, good pull, and oh! Spat is still with us, giving us guidance. Austin Clements, let's get this bad husky going. There we go.
This is all live.
He probably just did that to show off his reverse pitching propeller and to make the old man run. Had a great win right down the runway, but today they're going to get into some dirty air right about this point. Warren's got it behind the power curve, dragging it to the line. Oh, that is a good. That is good. He blew smoke. This is as good as it gets. And it looks like the braking effort got him somewhere in about the 160 to 170 foot range out of a Cessna 180. Not bad. Well, here's Moxie coming in now. He may not know how well Warren did, but let's see if he can find that line or something close to it. Looking good, yes. Gave up about 20 feet, but I would be pretty happy with that, especially for a first pass, stopping up somewhere around 170 feet. Of course, we don't get to travel all over the continental United States putting on these great STOL events with wonderful support from our sponsors. We've got Sky Cowboys Aviation Equipment, Trail and Timber helping us out here today. Slow-mo STOL. Crosswired Electrical took care of all our base wheel bush camp electrical needs, and thank them for that. The Experimental Aircraft channel is always telling our story and talking about our great planes and pilots. Now let's watch as Austin's bringing it in. About a 2-degree glide path, slow. Oh! Nope. And that was short. You see the colonel, the line judge out there with the big X. That is no good. Competition flying or recreational bush flying. And what it really boils down to is the risk. When you're getting paid, when there's somebody actually hurt out there you're trying to rescue, you're willing to take a little more risk. It means you have to take some more risk-averse actions to offset it. Jeremy, a little long. He had the... He had the great takeoff, but he gave up 30 feet at the landing, and he is not going to be happy with that, I guarantee it. He had the best score Tuesday night out of this first group. Now our second group of aircraft, member of what is now the National STOL Series. The man that had the vision and was tracing up the green zone together was put together about 2 years ago. This is the Badlands Traveler. Beautiful airplane. A little bit of shots that we need to just take good advantage of. Back unless he wins. And then he's got his new AP-1 over in the Bush Wheel Base Camp I invite everybody to come take a look at. That airplane has given us potentials of 4 and 5 foot takeoff runs and sub 10 to 12 foot landings potentially. Until 30, 40, 50 feet later. My best takeoffs I always think are terrible. It's not until you come back and look, where did the wheels really get off the ground? That was a pretty good effort. Here is a 3/4 scale sport. Levi DeGross out of Killeen, Texas. Oh! What happened? He got airborne and he touched the wheel. You'll notice that really long
rolling turns.
Drones, it was incredible.
Rolling turns was his other big aerobatic country. So roll the airplane.
All right, Doug's picking out that line. He's slowly getting the airplane slower, starting to go behind the power curve, feeding in some power, put some airflow over the wings and the tail. One last little burp. Okay, we're calling this good. In a competition, what we would do is we have high definition, high speed cameras mounted in the ground at the start finish line. And I guarantee right now we'd be going to Lexi in the booth and they would review that whether or not that's good. But we're here to have fun, aren't we, folks? So we're going to give it to Doug. Absolutely. All right, Keith, come on. Look at those leading edge slats. High AOA. Drop it. Good, good, good. Flaps are up on the brakes. And it's a little bit tougher with those heel brakes. Nice job. 110 feet. In the thick air down here in Florida with the grass. Not too bad. Not too bad. Now you'll notice the scorch. You'll be able to come in at a fairly high deck angle as well. But like all the early German designs in World War II, there's 1,000 window panes. A lot of metal, he has to be looking around. This replica is powered by a Rotax. Gives him a little better look down over the cowl. He can look right out the sides, catch it, drop it. Yes, that's good. Get on those brakes, get on those brakes. Oh yeah, baby, about 108, I like it. He is trying to hold second. We called him kid because when he started doing this, he was like 16 or 17, and he was beating the old pros. He's still a kid in our mind, but he's a grown, really accomplished pilot mechanic. There you go. And a nickel. The advantages of a tricycle gear airplane is you can generate a lot of angle of attack on rotation. An advantage of the Zenith with that upsloping lower tail is you can really generate a lot of angle of attack. And there it is to get everyone. Keep it up, keep it up, keep it up. Yeah, Sheldon. Nice work. At 100 horsepower, that little airplane, I think, just about schooled the class on that takeoff. A multi-time Valdez champion. He's won national STOL several times, knocking off the legendary Steve Henry. Let's watch what this Valdez Special Chinook will do. It's a 617 Chinook.
that airplane, and it'll operate in the sub-20-foot range. All right, Pat, bringing that beautiful, fairly stock brands in, dropping the flaps off, using that Acme shocks and the Alaska bush wheels to get us some good suspension, help protect the airframe, and we've got a nice sub-100-foot landing. So that Chinook, it looks like a landed it on the roof of his barn. That was about 35 feet. He didn't full stop it. It was just a touch and go to check the snow level on the top of his pitched barn.
Sounds like some guy.
If it gets cold, you get bored in Canada in that winter. Come on, Sheldon. There you go. Nice, smooth, controlled touchdown now onto the brakes. He had a great takeoff. Not quite as good on the braking, but it's still going to end up at about probably a sub 280. Away. That rudder is your primary control for not only yaw, but roll. A little burst of power to catch the line between the nose and the tail. Well, it's 54 feet. Airplane, I don't care what you're flying. Predict where your takeoff performance is going to get you off the ground. Practice a max performance technique of some sort, and soon you will be flying much closer to the safe edge of your boundary of your airplane's capabilities. Warren put it in as well. He claims he hasn't as much as he would like. They reported the story last night after the Grand Margarita. We would also like to thank their wonderful airplanes down at the Bush Wheel Bush Camp, and I invite you to come check those out. Come on, buddy, let's drop that beautiful. There it is. Moxie's looking good. Sportsman STOL, VGs, Alaska bush wheels. He is
Ray, as he sets up for his landing, let's hear it for Keith Walter. Woo! That's the way it's done, ladies and gentlemen.